Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Jen. I'm back. I am your original run on Duncan gal turned integrative health practitioner. And today I just wanted to go live and talk about the holidays. Can you believe that Thanksgiving is next Thursday? This quarter, this year has flown by. It's been absolutely crazy. So, who else is starting to feel the pressure of year end and the holidays? If you are, I want you to go ahead and give me some fire signs in the chat because you could just feel a little bit crazy with everything going on. Just me today, literally, I slid into this live just in time because my morning was so packed, all with good stuff and having a great time, but just a lot going on, right? So, whether you're watching live with me or whether you're watching this, catching it on the replay, I would love for you to say hello in the comments. I would love for you to just say hi and let me know where you are watching from. If you're inside the US, if you're in the Northeast, wherever you're at, if you're outside the country, I would love to know it. So, the reason I wanted to get on today is because I wanted to share with you guys some tips that I have been talking about with my clients. Because this time of year, invariably, people start getting stressed out about the holidays, and specifically if you are on some sort of healthy journey. Because it seems like no matter where you go, right, there's food. There are just things everywhere. And it really started with Halloween, right? Because early on in October, you come into the office, everybody's got the jack-o'-lanterns and they're filled with candy, right? So the temptation is there. I had a client, she's like, "Oh my gosh, every time I have to get up, I have to walk by, there's the candy, I grab one, and then I want to grab another. And before I know it, I've got a pile of like 5 or 6 wrappers on my desk, and I didn't need any of that." So trust me, I get it. But now we're going through a beautiful November. We've had great weather, especially down here where I am in Georgia. And now we've got Thanksgiving next week. So I love Thanksgiving. I have always loved this holiday. To me, it's always meant family. I remember as a kid growing up, going to my grandmother's house, uncles flying in, aunts and cousins coming over, my mom, my grandmother, my aunt Stacy, everybody in the kitchen together and just having a great time. And now, of course, everybody's, spread out and distant, and Thanksgivings are, different. In fact, I've got family coming down, and we're not even doing turkey on Thanksgiving. We're grilling ribeyes on the deck. So hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day. Though we were invited for a fried turkey on Friday at a friend's house. So who has tried fried turkey? Anybody? Oh my gosh, it's really good. They usually do it in those green eggs, set it up outside and it is just fantastic. So because we're doing the fried turkey on Friday, I was like, let's do something a little bit different. And we did that last year and it was amazing. So going out for walks, taking my mom around my favorite park, getting a good workout in, and then grilling out, watching football. It was just a fantastic day. So I'd love to know what your plans are for Thanksgiving. Go ahead and share them in the comments. And really, do you guys do turkey or do you do non-traditional like I'm doing this year? I would love to know. But regardless of what you're doing, like I said, I've been having these conversations with my clients. And today I really wanted to share with you my best 5 tips for how to approach all types of holiday events. Because whether you are actively on a wellness plan, working with a coach, or maybe one that you've picked up online, or if you're just, got your routines down and you've got a healthy weight, and maybe you're just overwhelmed because there's so much on your calendar, right? I think this year, I feel like I'm seeing a resurgence of a lot more holiday parties, get togethers. There's obviously everybody's pretty much back to normal with travel. So you've got happy hours and get togethers and seeing clients and holiday parties at work. And all these things invariably mean food or drink. right? So even if you're not actively trying to lose weight, it can just be stressful because you want to avoid just feeling, first of all, gaining 5, 7, 10 pounds. Nobody really wants to do that. And there's invariably some weight gain that goes on with the holidays. Plus, just how you feel when you overeat, how you feel when you drink a little bit too much, right? That morning after feeling, you're not hungover, but sometimes I feel like, like if I've had too much of a great cheese platter, I'm like, man, I got like a dairy hangover. I just feel blah and I feel bloated. So, I want to give you my best tips, my 5 best tips. If you guys are ready, if you're watching on the replay, say, I'm ready. But my first tip is this: for any event that you have going on, approach it strategically and make a decision about how you want to handle it. Meaning, is this going to be something where you go in and you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy myself. I'm going to eat the food. I'm going to drink the drink, and I'm just not going to worry about it. That's great. You've made the decision. So go in and enjoy yourself, right? I'm a foodie. I'm all about food. Food to me, look, food is not just fuel to me. Food is family and fun and celebrations and being social. And Lord knows we all need to be more social, right? There's so many cases of like social anxiety and isolation going on, right? So if that is your decision, then own it, love it, enjoy it. So that's my first tip. For each and every event that you're going to, make a decision before you go in what you're going to do. And then do that, right? It takes a lot of pressure off it. So that is my number 1 tip. My second tip for navigating holiday events successfully is, let's talk about if it's a meal. If it's a meal, then number 1, I want to make sure that you have plenty of protein. And when I say plenty of protein, I'm talking about 4 to 6 ounces of whatever good quality protein it is. Hopefully it's not drowning in a sauce. If it is, maybe you can do it on the side, right? Watch out for that gravy. But a really good 4 to 6 ounces of protein, because that is going to make sure that you get full and that maybe you avoid a big, overeating of calories. Okay. So protein and really protein throughout the day, just like you would normally, is super important. The third tip I would have is, you're looking at your holiday plate, you're looking at your meal, make sure it's full color. Make sure it's, I want to see a pretty plate, right? What are all the colors you're going on? You've got maybe orange from carrots or sweet potatoes. Maybe or maybe not, drowning in marshmallows, right? But you've got orange from carrots. There's squash. Orange is like such a great harvest color for vegetables, right? But then you've got maybe all kinds of peppers. Maybe you've got green and broccoli. Maybe you've got the cranberry color, right? Just so pretty. Have those pops of color, because when you have vegetables, you're getting vitamins and minerals, but more importantly, you're getting fiber. Right? Fiber is critical for filling you up and just making sure, again, that you don't overindulge, because you've made the decision strategically that that's not what you want to do, right? And when I think about fibrous vegetables, colorful vegetables, green ones, I really think about these as almost like free food, because it's pretty much like all roughage. So, you're going to have the vitamins and minerals, and then it's going to go in, and then hopefully it's going to go out, right? So, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, asparagus, green beans, peas. They're also very protein, rich, but peas, right? So you've got all these wonderful green vegetables. And then of course you have cauliflower, right? Just amazing, amazing foods. So my first tip was to approach a holiday event strategically. Decide what you want to do. The second tip was to make sure that you have plenty of protein, right? 4 to 6 ounces, make sure you're filling up. My third tip is all about the veggies, right? Get those pops of color on your plate. It's going to be really good, because ideally, when you look at the amount of vegetables you should have per day, and you guys are probably going to go, Jen, I never do this, but think about 7 to 9 servings of vegetables. It sounds like a lot, right? Kind of. But really, if you're talking about half cup servings, probably not too much. I mean, if you have a great smoothie or you're having some fruit and veggies at breakfast, you've got yourself covered. You have a nice salad at lunch. You have 2 servings of veggies at dinner. Maybe you have a snack that includes veggie. I mean, you're there. Okay. So just really be having veggies throughout the day, but definitely on that Thanksgiving plate, that holiday plate. Okay. Now, my fourth tip has to do with alcohol. Um, Alcohol, like I've talked about alcohol a lot, right? Look, it's sugar, it's toxins. It's going to give you that headachy feeling, but it's also celebratory, right? So, what I would say is if you want to have a 5 ounce to 6 ounces of red wine, go for it. Right. If you want to have something that's champagne and sparkly, go for it. Right. Those are lower calorie things. Um, well, just watch out if you're going to go for beer, go for light beer. There's all kinds of cool cocktails right now that are reduced calorie, lower sugar. So those are all great options. I would definitely be careful of the specialized holiday cocktail of the night because a lot of these holiday cocktails have bar mixes in them that are full of sugar. So if there is a really cool, like a cranberry spritzer vodka type drink, ask what's in it. That's all. Ask what's in it. Some of them can be made really nicely and very easily, like if you're having a little bit of vodka and a little bit of cranberry and a little bit of fizzy tonic maybe and a squeeze of lime, that's okay. So just be mindful of it. I always just say a quick rule of thumb, okay, 100 calories a drink, and then right? So just be mindful of the alcohol, and if make sure that you're, for every alcoholic drink that you have, you are having maybe a full drink of water between that to keep you hydrated, right? So when thinking about alcohol at holiday events, again, go in strategically, pick drinks that have a lower to no sugar content, and space it out with water. And my final tip is this on how to manage holiday events with ease is don't save your calories for the big meal. I hear this a lot. And there is a method that says, look, it doesn't matter what you eat all day as long as you're getting in the right amount of calories, right? So if you didn't eat all day and you're on a 1600 calorie plan and you're going to eat all 1600 calories at dinner, theoretically you could do that, right? But here's what's going to happen. Your blood sugar is going to go absolutely crazy, right? Because you're not going to be eating anything all day and you're going to be low. And then you're going to be adding all this food on it, right? And then you're just going to be so full. Your digestive cycle is going to be painful, right? So get out the Alka-Seltzer and Tums, right? It's just not worth it, at least not to me, and definitely not to a lot of my clients. So get up in the morning, have your breakfast, have some scrambled eggs with your oatmeal, have your smoothie, right? Have a nice light lunch, right? But have something. You want to keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day. You want to have good energy, so treat your day as you would normally and don't just save it all up for the big meal. Okay. Your body will thank you for sure. And the next day too, you're just going to feel so much better. So those are my 5 tips on how to navigate holiday events and really stay feeling good. So just as a quick recap, number 1 was go in strategically. Decide what you're going to do. If it's a flex meal, then go in and enjoy it. If you want to stay on plan, stay on plan, right? Number 2, have your protein. Number 3, make sure you're having lots of nice veggies. Number 4, be mindful of your alcohol. And number 5, just kind of eat normally how you would throughout the day. Don't save up all your calories for the big meal or for the big event. Okay. Does that make sense? If you're loving this, give me some fire signs, give me some thumbs up in the chat, just so that I know that this is going to be useful for you guys. And I would love to know which tip that you like the best, or maybe which one that you are going to try. Okay. So I did say in the event that I had a special announcement regarding Black Friday. So here it goes. I have clients that talk to me all year long, and to enroll with a coach like me in a program like I have, 90 Day Fatigue to Fabulous, things have to be in line. It has to be the right time. You have to be mentally ready. It's got to be right for you. So lots of times, I'll talk to people and they'll say, okay, it sounds good, but I'm not ready right now. And I'm like, okay, no, totally understand it. Let's stay in touch. Let's keep you in my LinkedIn group for ladies so we can still kind of keep communicating and have, share content. And when it's right, it will be right. Well, now it might be right. So I have announced an open special that starts today. It started yesterday for the ladies in my LinkedIn group, and I've already had somebody take advantage of it. But I have a special for Black Friday where my 90-day signature program, Fatigue to Fabulous, is $1,000 off. You heard me right. It's $1,000 off, massive discount. So this special is going to be available until Cyber Monday. So I'm just putting it out there right now. I'll have emails, and there's definitely going to be other gifts for people who join at certain times. If you're on my email list, you'll see these things. I'll pop some things in the post, but I'm telling you right now, that is it. $1,000 off. It's amazing. And you have two options too. You have option one to pay in full, and you have an option two to pay installments. But the best thing is this: enroll now, pay now, and you get to pick your start date. So say you do want to do my program, but you're one of those people, you're like, I'll do it in January. Well, okay. You pay now at the Black Friday price, and you can pick your start date all the way up through January 30th. So the only deal is you have to start by January 30th. But you enroll now, you lock in that pricing, get paid up, get in the program, get in my funnel, right? Get in your client portal. You'll start seeing great content, but your official start date is something that you choose between now and January 30th. I wanted to give people the maximum amount of flexibility. I don't know. Some people are like, oh gosh, I would never enroll. I enroll people all year long because it's when it's right for the individual. Right? What's right with them, with their travel schedule, with their needs, with how much they want it, with how they're feeling. Maybe they're tired of being tired. They're tired of being exhausted. They're just tired of not feeling right. Maybe, midlife, there's just so much stuff we're dealing with, whether it's anxiety, chronic fatigue, just too many balls in the air, and you can't get your brain right to concentrate. So if you're ready to say enough is enough and I want to do something about it, then do something about it, right? So I start clients all year long, right? But to make it flexible, enroll now for the Black Friday special. You have until Cyber Monday to do it before midnight Eastern time. And then you pick your start date through the end of January. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link in there where you can just click on the link and you can purchase the program. And as soon as you do, I will reach out to you and we will decide what your start date is together. Or if maybe you're not quite sure and you do have a couple additional questions, you want to chat with me, there's also going to be a link where you can just set up a quick session. We can chat about it and then you can decide. Either way, you have to be enrolled and paid up by the end of Cyber Monday to be able to lock in this deal, okay? And I have never done a deal this low, right? Never. And it won't happen again throughout the rest of this year. But I really wanted to offer this as an opportunity for people maybe who haven't been able to make it work before. The timing hasn't been right. And for everybody who says, yeah, I'm going to start in January and then they never do. Well, if you have a program you've already bought and paid for and set a start date, guess what? You're going to start, right? So for those procrastinators, this is actually a fantastic way to look at it. And you're really getting it at an incredible bonus price. So $1,000 off my Fatigue to Fabulous program. I'm going to put the link down below. I really hope you join me. If you have any questions, you can send me a message on LinkedIn, or you can use my Facebook friends. You can send me a link in Facebook Messenger. But my YouTubers, I'll be checking that as well. But really the best thing is to just get on that link, click go, pick your payment option, and we'll set your start date. And then if you really want to have a conversation about it, you can book a quick 15-minute session. We'll chat. I'll answer all your questions and then you'll be good to go. So I hope you do this. I've already had people be so excited about this in my ladies group reaching out. Somebody's already committed to it. And I just want to make this available as much as possible for all of you. So happy early Black Friday shopping. Give yourself the gift of help, right? If you're a lady, maybe you have a partner, a husband, a wife who's, they don't know what to get you. You can say, look, this is what I want. I want to feel better. I want to enroll in this program. This is what I want for Hanukkah. This is what I want for Christmas, right? My Diwali folks, you're right. This is what I want to do now, right? So if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, just click on the link that I put in the comments and let's get you set up and get started. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope to hear from y'all soon and have an amazing, amazing, happy Thanksgiving. I won't be going live next week. I'll be pretty much off except for taking phone calls from folks. And then I'll be back again after Thanksgiving week. Take care, everybody.